we happen to have astrologically right now the planet Venus, who is just beautiful this morning up in the sky, very bright, is coming with in line with face to face with a planetoid called Chiron. And Chiron is known as the wounded healer. Chiron is half centaur, half god. His mother was a nymph. And he, for lots of circumstances, had to raise himself. So he sort of had a deep wound from the beginning, as many of us do in different ways. And so he raised himself, and he learned all sorts of amazing things. He learned about, he got wounded with a sword right into his side, which would normally kill a centaur, but because he was half god, he lived. But the problem was he also lived with the pain and with the wound, which sort of never really truly healed. But because of that, he got very interested in herbs and medicines, and he became a great healer. And through that healing, he really devoted himself, like from this deep wounded place, he devoted himself to bringing healing into the world. And in fact, to the degree that Prometheus, who was eternally injured and cursed to have his organs eaten out every day, only to wake up the next day to have it again, and who really hoped to be done with that, Chiron offered up his life. The gods had said to Prometheus, if you can find someone who will do this for you one day, then you'll be free of it. And Chiron decided, hey, I'm tired of living with this wound. I'll go offer it up myself. And so Chiron went and he took the place and had all the eagles and the other crows and all the great winged ones coming and eating from his wound. And Zeus was so moved at this selfless act of love and healing that he said, you know what? You're both good. He healed Prometheus, and Chiron was sent all the way up into the heavens to become the great Sagittarius constellation that we have. And so it's such a beautiful story, and why it comes in right now with Venus is because our planet is deeply wounded in so many ways. And we all are. We all have our wounds. Some of our deepest wounds are the smallest little flick of a comment that somebody made a long, long time ago. Sometimes the really big wounds, they never heal. But sometimes the ones that get us the most are the ones that are those little flickers of comments when you're 3 or 5 or 7, whatever they were. And with the Venus in this place, with Chiron, we're looking at how can we use these places of our own woundedness to actually offer love and healing into the world. A world that has been complete, so many atrocities of coming from a place of hierarchical thinking, and so that the sacred masculine has been wounded, and the divine feminine has been wounded. And so these places where, how can we bring this deep healing of these wounds, not only of ourselves, but of our planet, coming from the very place of our woundedness. So we have choice, and we have power. So this is this moment where we're in, where Venus, the love, is shining its light with Chiron, the wounded healer, in order that we might take all those little broken bits and pieces, all the wounds, the ones that never exactly heal, and use those like Chiron did to become the great healers of ourselves, or the great healers of others through love and consciousness. So I'm really thinking about that a lot today for many reasons. And I invite us as we practice to shine the light of our own awareness onto all those parts of ourselves that we think need to be healed, like making it go away. Rather, shine the light of love and awareness on it. And from that place, how can I offer to create more healing and love in the world? And so that's on my heart, and I offer it up on this day. So please just take a moment and close your eyes.